This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Green Bay Packers. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
Let's go!
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Foles. He'll buy some time right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll try and throw for it here. He is going to find Hill here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Foles. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. a handoff. Here's Kamara. And a short gain here down to the 22. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Foles. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Latavius Murray, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Lutz now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
3-19 on.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
You got 3-19. Uncle, over here. 3-19.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. The left side throw complete to Adams. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 39 that time.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
11 more on that one, and another 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Throwing now is Rodgers. It's caught outright by Graham. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
On second down, here's Rodgers. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Rodgers. Now he's flushed out left. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the field goal that cuts the lead in half as they, too, are able to get some points on their initial drive of the game.
Yeah, all in all, a pretty positive response, right, to the points that were scored against them. And they got a little help from their opponent anyway. Missed the conversion, so now they're just 3 back.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. They're going to try and throw. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. On first down, Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Mostert. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. On third and long, it's Rodgers. Going to throw deep for the end zone. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere. Forced him to take just the 3.
And they'll be, happy taking the 3. But those guys on the other side, they've got to be ecstatic. They didn't let him get anywhere. It made them kick a field goal. That almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it?
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3. But this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here we go, here we go.
A give. This is Kamara. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Saints on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. On play action, they'll throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hey, where y'all going? No.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That's fine now. Run.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
88.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Williams. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
319.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
58.
Right back to him on first down. And now running right through it. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. His throw incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on. All right.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Hey, check 26.
The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up.
Here we go, here we go.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want to back.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jimmy Graham, his his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Saints on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They'll try to run with Murray. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Lutz now to kick this one away. Williams now on the return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
319! 319!
Rodgers now on 1st down. Dancing to, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Going up top. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Packers get set to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Sheldon Rankins in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is fielded at the 27. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They go play action here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Here's Foles. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Kamara. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. But he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Foles now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Now Foles. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Through an opening, and there he goes. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
You mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2.
Here we go. 58.
They'll try and run it here. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little.
And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. Za'Darius Smith in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Foles. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he fends him off. And now he's swallowed up and taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
To throw is Rodgers on 3rd down. And Adams has it complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers add on to their lead. Santos with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Zadarius Smith able to get him down. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And no gain. Again, it's Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They've got to be saying, boy, thanks for this field position.
Yeah, remember the last drive in which they scored a touchdown. That one also began in excellent field position, so let's see if they can capitalize a second time.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he fires one incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's Mostert, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On play action, it's Rodgers. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So that's 3 field goals for him now, but heck, he's not even halfway to his career best of 7.
Seems like the 7 field goal games are the kind of games I always get assigned to in my other job. Let's hope for this offense's sake they can start cashing in on a few of these drives.
And they will finally get him down. How about that return? They'll be set up well as time has run out in this 3rd quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That defensive front four has been very good. They have just not let the running game get going, have they?
Not at all. In fact, the entire offense just looking a little bit out of sync in this one.
Yeah.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jair Alexander. To the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early. to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara, and able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They run it again with Kamara. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw on the crossing route, complete. It's Thomas, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On the ground, Kamara. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Josh Jackson, the former Iowa Hawkeye, made the play defensively.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. It's caught. Jones. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Back to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's 3rd down.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Going for the deep ball. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Mostert. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball. Made
it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. He's got Adams on the hookup. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
We are going. Hey, check 26.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
This is Mostert. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The Packers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, green 19th and on. Safety creek.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He's got the first down here inside the 30. That good for 19 and a first down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
That's fine, yeah. Over here.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. The Saints on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This will be 3rd and 5. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. He'll look to throw. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end. And they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Rodgers looking to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll go down at the 28. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Over here.
Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Adams. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down.
That's fine, yeah. Jumbo!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
258! Jumbo! Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Rodgers throwing here. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Green Bay, they'll hit double digits with their 10th win of the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Saints, the loss is number 8 for them on the year. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.